welcome to our BIPOC Vampire the Masquerade game, Phantom's Kiss. My name is Sir Cuttlefish, and I am so excited to bring this game to you. I will be your storyteller for the evening.
Hello, I'm Sweetcoat. I will be playing Serena of Ravnos. Currently, she is full of adrenaline and excitement, and she's actually kind of a little bit freaked out, but overall excited.
Hi, I'm RJ, pronouns they, she. I'm going to be playing Edie Taylor. Currently, she is feeling exasperated and a little desperate.
Hi, you can call me Buff or Buffy. She, her. I'm playing Beatriz Guzman, otherwise known as the informant, and she is currently feeling extremely annoyed and a little panicked.
Howdy, my name is Meadow, she, they pronouns. I am playing Dices, she, her pronouns, and I think right now Dices is feeling a little frustrated that she's not getting what she wants. And of course, not happy that she's probably the ugliest she's been in a really long time under these bright lights. So that adds to the frustration.
Again, I am Sir Cuttlefish, pronoun she, her, your storyteller for this evening. Before we start our wonderful Vampire the Masquerade, I want to warn the audience or inform you that Vampire the Masquerade is a TTRPG horror-based style game for 18 and older and plus in mature audiences. I have been informed of all my players' lines and veils. That being said, if you feel uncomfortable at any situation, please turn off your camera, step back, have a cup of coffee, and relax, and come back at a more convenient time. That being said, let us start our story. As we turn on the camera this evening to Washington, D.C., it's a cold, rainy September evening. The sounds of gentle raindrops hitting the fluorescent lights and floors of the streamy city captivate the stillness. Even in the streets, U Street, a popular street, is lit up with wonderful, beautiful architecture and art and culture. And as we look over the cascading sky of DC, we find ourselves at a very odd situation. The Smithsonian Museum, known for its beautiful history, art, and agriculture, and all the wonderful things that come with it, usually on most nights tends to be at a more still situation, but the inside holds a different story. Alarms going off and bright flashing lights echo throughout the halls of this museum. On the third floor, we find ourselves with two guards, their guns pointed and aimed at two precariously individuals standing in front of a broken glass item. And this is where we start our story. Put your hands up!
Can they see me now?
Drop the weapon!
I would like to dash and trip them.
Dash and trip them. All right, go ahead and do your dexterity and athletics. Our ministry, what would you like to do in this situation? You are very much in this same situation, standing right, caught red-handed.
I love being caught red-handed, actually. It's my favorite. I see my compatriot taking initiative and I snatch the item while she is running, so that I can fulfill our mission.
All right. For
Uh,
our okay,
I
sorry,
got
wait. I wanted to make sure and see what our Malkavian and our Torador are going to do in this situation. You two are precariously at the back of the hallway. You had just come up to this situation to watch Celine smash open the case, informing the entire guard, and lights and flashing. Everything is going on. It's very
How
chaotic
far
right
away are
now.
we?
You're probably about 5 feet from the situation. They haven't really noticed you yet. I mean, their eyes are completely intently on the individual with a bat-like weapon.
Edie's gonna activate lethal body and try to get up behind one of them.
Okay, I need you to roll for me your dexterity and your... think lethal body is potent?
Yes.
Offhand? Roll with that. And Miss Guzman, what are you going to be doing in this lovely situation?
I think Beatrice is probably going to utilize Cat's Grace to get along the wall line and out of the line of fire to maneuver and to assist our compatriots.
Okay, you will act. That is free. Cats like Grace is free. So go ahead and do athletics, dexterity, and then add your celerity pool to that.
Okay. Okay, let's pull this one. Oi!
All right. We will start with Celine. What did you get?
I got 3 crits and a normal success. So
Okay. Our ministry. What did you get?
Oh, you did. What did you tell me to roll? I'm so sorry.
You were just grabbing something and getting out of there, so I need your dexterity and athletics.
Okay, perfect.
Because you're running away with the item, right?
Sure am.
Shh.
what you doing?
Okay,
girl?
I got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Mhm.
Our lovely Malkavian, what did you get?
1 success and 1 beast.
Ooh, okay. And Miss Guzman, our
The
Torador?
same. The same.
Oh. Lots of things are going on at once.
No.
So, as the lights are flashing, lingering, going off, it's chaotic and crazy. These guys go to pull out a gun. They go and shoot, but Celine, you are fast. A little bit faster than the person that shot at you. He fires 1, 2. As he fires, it ricochets the second shot, maybe because you hit him in the leg with the bat-like weapon. And it ricochets and it's right next to the Malkavian, which is where he is coming up to use lethal body. You end up unfortunately crashing into our ministry, smack dead into the face. The other guard is coming up behind you as all of this is happening, trying to assist in his partner's situation. Miss Guzman, you get the highlight route though. You're not allowed here. He's not at this point. You didn't really engage, so nothing terrible is going on other than you're pretty sure you ripped your outfit. It's not looking pretty for you.
The thinking. I'm just you hear a loud curse in Spanish off to the corner of the wall, and all you hear is my designer jacket. I'm trying not to have a meltdown.
That's all right. Don't have a meltdown. It's understandable. It's a designer jacket. It's very expensive.
It was vintage Dolce and Gabbana.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness, it's the worst.
The worst.
Bleeding hearts. But now it is up your guys' turn. What would you like to do for your situation? Again, we're going to go in the same order.
So did I down the one?
You did down one. He smashes down. You hit him in the knee. He fell down as he shot. Our Ministry and Malkavian smashed into each other.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Is there only
But there
one of the
is-
security
No,
guards left?
there is one more. There is one more. He is coming up behind you.
He's coming up. Okay. So if he's coming up behind me, I'm gonna swing back this way to hit him, probably like in his shoulder or something to knock him back.
Okay. So go ahead and do a melee and strength for me. And then what would you like to do, our lovely Ministry and...
I crash into Edie, or Edie crashes. We crash
Edie.
into each other.
We collide.
We collide like a terrible early 2000s song, and I am like grabbing my nose, like, oh no, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Check to see if I am bleeding.
I don't want to see if you're bleeding.
Oh, my face. And she's like completely distracted, but she is holding the item tucked under her shoulder, kind of like a football. Like she's refusing to let it go, but is very concerned about whether or not this collision has disfigured her in some way.
Right. Knowing that Dices is sensitive to lights and the lights are flashing right now, Edie is going to like grab Dices by their wrist and then kind of take a stance up between her and the guard in case something else needs to be done about that.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and... So you guys are trying to work to make your way out of this room together then, kind of? Go ahead and roll, we'll say, your composure and stamina, since you guys are working your way out of here. And Miss Guzman, what are you doing?
So how close was I able to get to?
You are literally from where you are. You had hopped using your cat-like grace. You had made your way around where that podium was, where the item and the artifact was that you guys were in cahoots of stealing. You are behind it. You're witnessing right now your Ravnos friend lift the bat up because you see this other man coming towards him. You're like right in the collision between the two of them. You see it as there's one man on his knees screaming bloody murder.
Okay. Can So they're being focused down, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So,
one is down. One is
okay.
coming. One is intentionally heading towards the Ravnos.
Okay. At this point, how close am I to the balcony? Because there's a...
To the balcony, yeah. I mean, you're not that far from the... I mean, if you're trying to do what I think you're trying to do, you're really not that far. You have cat-like grace. Go ahead and do 3 rolls for me. Your athletics, your dexterity, and add your celerity. 3 rolls altogether.
So I'm going to yell. I'm going to yell at them, "Hey, losers!" to draw their attention and allow me to roll. 2, 4, 1.
2, 4, 1. How many successes? 2, 4. Okay, 7 altogether. All right. What did you get, Sweet?
1 success.
1 success. Okay. And Edie and... I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
I'm brain
No,
wet.
Dices, yes.
Dices.
Okay.
Dices. Dionysus. I don't want to say Dionysus. Dices. Dices.
3 successes.
2 successes.
3 successes. 2 successes. Okay. All right. So as the chaos unfolds and this heist that was supposed to be such a quick job, it really was supposed to be so quick. Celine, maybe by God's grace of Miss Guzman yelling, "Hey, losers," the guard looks over slightly at the last second. He misses by inches. You miss by inches. And he comes down and he jabs you right in the back as hard as he can. You will take 1 superficial damage, falling and knocking you to the ground. For Edie and Dices, you guys make it off from the 3rd floor down to the 2nd floor. You come down, and as you're coming down the stairwell, again, the lights are still flashing. There's a lot of loud, high-pitched noises. At this point, you think you can hear radios going off as well. You see Miss Guzman jump over the edge of the balcony and landing perfectly on those high heels. Thankfully, you didn't break them. It would be horrible.
But Serena is not with us?
Serena is not with you, no. Serena got hit. They only have 1 success.
I want to call up to her and go, Serena, darling, it's time to jump. Come now, let's jump. And like just calling up and over, because I can't go back upstairs. I might not make it back down. But I think she needs to know that we're all like down and not waiting, but like, come on, girl.
Yeah. Where did he hit me? In my back,
He
right?
hit you right in the back, right between the shoulder blades.
Okay. I would like to roll and use Morgana.
Morgana.
Mm-hmm.
Morgana. Please make your rounds check. How many are you at this point?
What? 1. I've not gotten
1? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You were the who was the one? We had a crazy night.
It's blank.
You will get hungry.
Yeah. I knew if I was doing good before.
You can feel that beast bubble up inside you. And that voice that you absolutely hate. Well, this is exciting. For once, you're not making us look terrible.
I never did.
Such a stick in the mud.
Shut up. Your days are numbered.
What are you going to do? What do you want to do with your Morgana?
I'm going to imagine or bring up that dog again, but like it's coming from behind and charging at him so I can get out of there.
All right. Please make your roll for that. Do you remember what that is?
I'm
pretty sure
plus
it's like to your aspects and your wits.
Okay. I gotcha. Three success.
Well, I lost a die, so you hear nothing but screaming from behind you. Holy! Was that a dog? Is that a dog? You can't see it, but he can see it. The others aren't in the room to witness this massive giant dog that you have created again, but you can only imagine as he backs up really quickly, giving you enough time to kind of get up. The one guy is still kind of crawling around and leaning. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna run. Are you running down the stairs or are you taking the balcony?
Oh shit. I'm gonna take the balcony. I guess the fastest route. I'm gonna take the balcony.
All right. Go ahead and do your dexterity and survival for me. Let's see if you get any damage. Sorry.
Fuck yeah.
I do not have cat lag grace activated.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My rolls have not been nice to me today.
You had good rolls yesterday.
Oh, that's
Oh
not a good
no.
Can Can I burn a willpower?
You may always burn a willpower.
Oh no.
I can only roll two more,
Up to
right?
3 dice. Yeah, up to 3 dice that are not your hunger dice. You
Well,
cannot
then
change your
2.
hunger dice.
Then 2. 1 success.
Okay. As not Dionysus is down there yelling and screaming, you hear running, and then you see red hair just off of the balcony. Not a superhero landing. Not even a regular good landing.
Oh.
You land on your elbows and you hear a horrible crunching sound, and you feel the shock and the pain as you're pretty sure you fractured something in your arm. Go ahead and take another 2 superficial damage. I'm sorry.
I rush over to help her stand and kind of do like that, drape one of her arms over my shoulder to help her, walk or limp as it may be. Since it's looking rough. But I also am a terrible person, so I want to stealthily switch the cat statues, the one that is in her bag and the one that is in my hand. Not the mission item, but the cat statue I grabbed.
All right. Go ahead and do your larceny and dexterity. For you, Sweet, I'm going to do wits and awareness to see if that anything happens. And for Edie and Miss Guzman, you guys can now start to hear other guards coming at this point. You guys are on the 2nd floor. Layout is exactly the same. The big open area, the long hallway, another balcony to the main floor. You know that you don't have a lot of time before the police are informed. Now that everybody's technology is back up and the EDB or the EBB bomb has been set.
Really quickly, do we know if Zipper is coming back to get us or not?
He never said he was.
Right. So I'm going to take out my phone and I'm going to text 911 to my contact.
All right.
And drop a location pin so that he knows
Ping
to come
it.
and get us. Walk it off, Serena. We got to go now.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Guzman, what are you going to do?
I'm looking at the layout there. I'm about to. So, out of curiosity, there is things suspended on that ceiling.
Yes.
Are we which hall are we exactly in?
You are in like the main hall, and then you have that big open area that's right there with a small little like boxed area that is up there.
Oh.
It's kind of they all seem to be kind of the plane, but at the very end, of course, there are windows. I mean, there are windows everywhere. I have a feeling I know what you're asking.
Well, so if I recall correctly, we're already on the 1st floor, yeah?
You are on the 2nd floor.
We're on the 2nd floor.
You're not on the 1st floor yet.
Okay, 2nd floor. Okay, here we go. Okay, there are windows, yes?
Yes.
What exhibit do I see to my left and right? Because in those halls, what do I see?
From your left, you have the aquarium, water exhibit. To the right, you think you see old fossils from continuing. So, like, what it was and then what it wasn't. Time period.
Okay. I am going, since we're on the 2nd hall and there's an open area, and if I recall correctly, this area leads on top. There is indeed a giant whale hanging from the ceiling that connects to the 2nd floor. I am going to get the ball. I'm going to use cats. I'm going to draw some attention. And all you hear me say is a la verga, which translates to fuck it. I'm going to run across and jump onto that whale. We're going to use some cat's grace and we're going to jump on and we're going to knock that thing down and cause absolute chaos. I want the incoming guards and policemen to go where I am so my compadres have a chance to escape.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and do dexterity and athletics 3 times, and then you're going to have to make a melee cut. You're going to cut that down. Edie, your contact texts you back. I'm not even going to make you make a technology roll. You don't have to. This is a common contact, right? They get a hold of you and they tell you that they will meet you in the back alleyway as soon as like 5-10 minutes. That is the amount of time that you have. For you
Got it.
two, what was your guys' roles?
Athletics. So I have it's athletics. You said it was
Your
athletics.
dexterity and athletics. But
Okay.
Dionysus and Serena, what was your guys' roles?
I got 1 success.
I got 3 successes.
Oh.
You
Well, maybe because of the deep pain, you don't really notice anything as this slips in like a snake, comforting you. Everything's gonna be fine, helping you walk it off, and you switch those statues like nothing. It's easy enough to do.
Thank you. You're actually a lot nicer than I thought.
Oh, don't insult me, darling. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay. I got
Where you three go? You got 1 success?
131.
1, 3, 1. Okay. 5 altogether. Okay. As you're running and you get up on there, you see your friends. They're going down onto the first floor. You guys are now, all 3 of you guys are finally on the base floor. You can see flashing, at this point, you can see cop cars coming in. You see red and flashing lights at this point. You can hear guards. Nobody's on this floor yet. Keyword, yet. Because everybody is getting getting ready to come in. As you are up there, you guys all witness and see your friend beautifully, gracefully, easy enough to jump on. I mean, very talented. Even with the flashing lights, you do a cartwheel. Now I'm going to need you to do your strength and melee as you're going to be cutting down these wires. They are quite thick, so I will make a roll. They have to be to hold this up. What are you 3 doing?
I'm grabbing Dice's shoes.
I was just about to say, thank you.
You got a person, I'll grab the shoes.
Okay. Amazing.
Oh, here we go. Just one?
Just 1 success? Well,
Oh no,
you
just
3
one. Oh no! 2 successes. I lied. But
2
I haven't
successes? Okay.
Yeah.
You 2 are you 3, are you guys leaving after you grab um Dice's shoes from off of the wonderful
Yes, I think
giant
so
puzzling?
because Edie knows where to go, So I'm
Edie
just kind
knows
of
where to go.
following Edie, helping Serena.
Okay. Well, let's be nice and say that you guys go out the way that you came. You definitely won't want to go out the
Yeehaw.
front because you can see the cops at this point. As you guys do, you can see Miss Guzman trying to saw something up there. It will take you a little while to do. These again are hard. You're using I'm assuming your lovely pocket knife that you have on you. Yes. Yeah. Yes. As you're sawing and whatnot, you see your friends dash out, but as they dash out, many police officers, many guardsmen come in at this point. The first floor is flooded with them. You see, they notice them. They haven't noticed you at the top yet, thankfully, but they have noticed your friends, your compadres getting ready to leave, and you 3 hear shots being fired from behind at you. You can see the shots being fired down. You can see at least 10 of them, guns aimed, shooting after your friends. Well, your coterie.
No.
You guys have made it out into the back of that garden area. You, Edie, know that there is a road off to the corner. Well, the main highway that is right there, that strip. You're going to have to go over that and take maybe a left and another left before you actually get to that alleyway where you've pinged to meet your...
Right. I tell them, like, we need to get to that alleyway. Like, I describe where we need to go. So we're in a gate, like, fenced in.
No, yeah, the way that this is, it's kind of like a garden. There is no gate. It's very, it has, well, what do you call them? It's like a mazed area where you guys came in the back. It's very open. There's a garden. You can see the main highway from here. You guys came back where the key card, you had to get in with the key card.
Okay.
So we run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here.
we just break.
You're gonna break. Okay. Go ahead and do 3 dexterity athletics rolls as you guys are being fired at, shot at. Poor Miss Guzman. Finally, they've made the guards an hour. As that is all happening, you had finally cut down the tail. It comes down and crashes and breaks. Go ahead and do me a... Will say you have your cat likes grace activated. I'm assuming still.
Yes.
So dexterity and survival at this point.
Ooh. So I'm going to roll this, and we are going to say that I'm going to attempt to scale up as the back end comes down, run up. That way I can make a break down the second floor hall towards a window. So we're going to roll that survival. It. Failure!
Okay, well, you're gonna lose more than a shoe, unfortunate. I'm sorry. No more dice. Stop rolling away.
Is there something I can do to finagle myself out of this
You
bagel?
can! You
Okay.
can! You can burn a willpower. A willpower allows you to re-roll up to 3 blank dice
Okay.
that are not your blood dice and try to re-roll a better dice. You only have 3 willpower a night, though. It refreshes
Okay.
at the end of the night.
Okay, let us do that. Would it? I still use the same in the app, yes?
Yep, you just re-roll 3 dice.
Okay. These work? Really? Y'all fuck. You
Oh no.
really hate me, don't you?
It be like that.
You really hate. It really be like that.
It do.
This is the very first failures I've ever gotten.
It's something about it when it's on the line. Swear.
When it's on the line.
Ah, well,
What
I
did you
burned
get,
a.
Miss Guzman? Just still?
Ah, I got a failure. Because I rolled
Still a
the 3
failure?
dice. Yep.
Okay, all right. So you're witnessing, and you 3, what did you guys all get? I want to make sure.
I got 9.
9? Oh, God. Dang. Okay.
You
Edie.
said to roll 3 times, right?
Yep, 3
Yeah,
times.
so
9
9
altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you meant like 999. I was like,
No, all together. I just added it up.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Edie.
I got a failure and then 3 total with the other 2 rolls. And that was with burning a willpower.
Daisy, what did you get?
I also burned a willpower, and I got 10 total.
10 total. Okay, all right. Well, so this is how this plans out. We'll start with Miss Guzman, as you're still inside the Smithsonian. That whale tail comes down with a large crash. You can see guards now freaking out and turning towards the attention of it. Their eyes are on you. At this point, all the lights come on. They've now deactivated the alarms, the flashing lights. They've got everything. They're revealing you. As you're running, you're busting, you're sprinting. You jump. You do a flip onto the second floor balcony. You put your hands on top of the edge of the balcony and you feel a pop in your shoulder blade as you're pulling yourself up. Maybe you were underestimated on the grounds. You'll take a superficial damage there. Nothing but a sprain, thankfully. as you
Okay.
pull yourself up quickly, making your way out there. It's not there that you really get hurt as you're running with your heels and charging for that door. It's the exit out the window as you crash through. You can see your friends. You're trying to aim for a bush to make it a little bit easier, maybe make it a little bit lighter. And as you come down and you smash onto the floor, it hurts. It hurts bad. It hurts so bad. I'm gonna need a composure check because you have broken
Okay.
something.
Oh.
You'll take
Oh.
another,
Okay,
you'll
let me go
take,
back.
3 superficial. But for you guys are running. Edie, maybe you're a little bit slower. It's quick. You can hear guards screaming at you, yelling. You can hear the police sirens. You can see like news station people coming up at this point. Yeah, you see and you hear that. And you see as you guys are running across, like stopping freaking mid traffic, the Ravnos in our ministry, you make it across gracefully. It's almost like living. You can feel it. It's exciting. It's you haven't done anything like this in a minute. Edie, maybe you're a little bit more panicked at this point because you can feel all eyes are on you. Gunfire going off. You're praying that no one in the Camarilla finds you guys as you make your way over there. You almost get hit by a car as you stop and it smurfs and it smashes like into another car, causing a collision. You feel you drop something, but you don't know what it is. You're not paying attention, and you guys make it. You're in the back alleyway. The 3 of you have made it out of that situation, and you take a left and a turn, and you are in the area that you need to be at. For Miss Guzman, what did you get? 2 successes.
Yes.
2 successes. It hurts. You let out a blood curdling scream. It hurts so bad. You don't know what's going on, where it all went wrong. You can see the guards coming. You can see flashes of light, but then you feel something. Something that covers your mouth and then your lips and your eyes. And it goes dark. Very, very dark. It's cold. It's so cold. Your eyes are open. You're pretty sure they're open, but you can't see anything at all until you can see something. Your friends, your coterie, and you're in an alleyway, and you feel hands let go. You turn around really quick and go ahead. We'll do dexterity athletics to see if you catch this individual.
A success. It has a little star on it.
Oh, so 1 success. And
Yeah.
if it has a star with it, it would have caught more. If you have 2, it counts as a critical success. 2 of those stars, then it counts as 4 successes altogether. But with just 1, it just counts as a regular success.
Okay.
You see a door, and then it closes. Like a weird, dark crevice that just closes and it's gone, and the brick wall is there. You 3 have now made it to where Miss Guzman is in agonizing pain. Still, you have definitely broke your foot on that landing, that heel.
Oh, darling. That looks terrible.
Oh,
Here,
good,
have
you're
a
not
little bit
dead.
of this.
How did you get here before us?
You didn't see the guy, and I am in just an absolute panic. You didn't see
There were lots of people they were shooting. We didn't really take photos with them.
as I'm holding my foot. I cannot explain what happened, but there was somebody who went through a door in the wall. There's somebody here. I don't know who it was, but somebody saved my ass from the guards when I fell down. Somebody was here besides us. And I'm just holding my foot. And I'm like, and I think I broke my foot.
Well, let's get out of here so we can get that taken care of. I'm hurt pretty bad too.
We're waiting on somebody. We just gotta hole up here for a few minutes. They should be here soon.
Okay. We can do these. We can do these.
Zipper kind of fucked us, leaving us by ourselves.
Well, he never said he would come back. It shows a certain amount of faith he had in us to get in and out on our own, which we did.
I'm keeping this
Aside
jacket.
from Beatrice's mystery shadow daddy. Question. She's gonna hold out a little flask, her silver flask, to Beatrice and say, "This is oh god, what do you call it these days? Hooch, a little bit of moonshine.
Give that to
It'll
me.
take the edge right off."
I don't think they
And
call
I
it
just say,
hooch
say
nowadays.
now mierda, which basically translates to fuck.
So
And I grab it from her and I just pop the lid and just start chugging it. And then I
Chugging
cough
it.
and I just how old is this?
Oh, a lady never tells, and she takes it back.
That's so disturbing.
Disgusting.
And I'm
So,
just here and I'm just
For
it's
yeah,
warm
for
and I'm just
you-
ignoring it. I'm ignoring the pain now and I'm just holding my foot. I'm sitting kind of
Miss-
cross-legged, just holding my foot, and I'm just focusing on the disgusting taste of whatever I was given.
Yeah.
wonderful. Miss Guzman,
Yes.
you may heal yourself. You are a
Yay.
kindred. It counts for 3 rouse checks, though.
Ooh.
You'll have to rouse 3
Okay, ready?
times. We'll get hungry. For Nieces, I need, or our lovely Setite, I need you to roll your intelligence and politics. Add your specialty as you heard, as you were talking and you were like,
Ooh.
Shadow Daddy. You might know somebody in the area.
Okay. I did my rouse checks. It just
For-
says you're getting hungrier.
You did all 3 of them?
Yep.
Yep. How many hunger do you get?
It says you're getting hungrier under every single one.
Oh,
Having a rough day, man.
we gotta take this one out.
Well, you are at almost frenzy. Congratulations. They're always fun. But you hear it. You hear your sire's words in the back of your throat. If you don't eat right now, I'm going to take the wheel, and it's not going to be pretty. Although you have looked better.
And in the process, I yell, "Cállate!" And I pull myself up, and I'm going to skate along the wall. And I want to see if there's any homeless people nearby in this alley. The lost,
All
the
right.
forgotten.
The lost and forgotten. Go ahead and roll me your hunter roll for you. I think you are manipulation and
Yes. I'm
persuasion for you.
Yes. Manipulation, precision. Hallelujah.
What did you get on your roll?
Let me see. 4
For our
successes.
lovely. Okay. For our lovely ministry, what did you get on your roll?
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Can Edie and Celine, you guys do the same roll? Politics, intelligence, and politics. With 3 successes, you know one person who has that. Actually, you know 3 people who have that ability. But one of them is no longer in charge, from what you think.
Oh.
1 success.
I know this person.
No successes on me. I know
No
nothing.
successes. I mean, the only thing that you guys can think of with abilities of shadows is one word, La Sombra, but you guys honestly don't know any La Sombras in the area. Miss Guzman, you got 4.
Mm-hmm.
You do see an homeless person. In fact, Washington, D.C. is littered with homeless people lately. It's not only that you see one homeless person, you see a group of them, but you do see one straggler. He seems to be sitting down, drinking, worse for wear, smells like pee. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely. So I'm going to skulk over in the stealth of the shadows. And I can tell he is one of the lost and forgotten, my very favorite type of person. And I'm going to skulk over behind him and very quickly just wrap my hands around his mouth and pull him back and bite him. And he tries to scream, but you hear absolutely nothing as my
Oh,
hands
yes.
muffle
And
him.
you go and you bite him. He goes to scream, but he stills. You're taking a kiss from him. Your fangs are different than other people's fangs. Maybe it's because you're a rose. You feel his body shudder for a moment. Even with that disgusting smell of odor and stickiness, you can tell he's enjoying it. And you begin to drink. How much do you take from him?
I'm taking it all. Right. Or getting close. At least we're gonna leave. You know
All
what? Let's
right.
leave. Let's leave. You know what? Let's leave just a sliver of life so he can bleed out on his own.
Okay.
Gross.
You take it in and in and in and in and in, and it's delicious. It's better than sex, it's better than drugs, but you know there's not a lot of things that get your blood moving these days except for blood itself. And as you drink him dry, you feel his body quiver in your hands and compulsate, his body shaking fast. You can't tell if it's from the pleasure, you can't tell if it's from the feeding, and he goes still. You may take away all your hunger die for the evening.
Yay. Okay. And in the process, we can't leave a job unfinished. I'm going to drag him into the alley and throw his body near a very unfortunately stinky dumpster. And the last thing I will say to the body before I go back to my lovely ladies is no hard feelings.
You shut the top and you leave him in there. As you walk away saying those words, you meet up with your group, your coterie, and it's at this point, Edie, you see that person.
Steve.
Steve, pull up. What's going on?
Fuck, shut up. And all of you, come on, in the car, now. And she
Ooh,
dives into the
testy.
passenger seat.
I'm not fighting for it this time.
You
I just-
lose.
I'm not fighting for it. I'm good.
I'm quietly the last person in, just wiping my face off because it was a little bit of a messy job. And I just go into the back, no questions asked, and I can feel someone's eyes on me, or the eyes of everybody on me in the car.
Steve, eyes forward. Just drive around for a bit. No questions.
You got it. I mean, this is gonna cost you extra.
We
You know that, right?
we
Yeah.
we have an accord.
It's very good accord. I like it.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
And then she'll turn back. What? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Don't we have to return this little baby to Rosalina?
We can't take your contact anywhere near where the meetup place is. Can you
Right.
drop us off? Can you drop us off somewhere near?
He will do whatever we need him to do tonight. But like,
Where's the closest Waffle House?
Waffle House?
Waffle House?
You can't be serious.
oh,
What?
Steve, take us to the Waffle House.
We're going to a
All
Waffle
right.
House?
Well, not
All right.
to go in the Waffle House.
Not to go in.
I'm sorry. Would you rather we go to
No,
a
it's fine.
cheesecake factory or
A little more,
Ugh.
perhaps in
something French?
a little more discreet than the Waffle House. mayhaps?
Listen,
There's
the
nothing
Waffle
more
House-
discreet than the Waffle House. The humans
I
like
love
to get in
waffles.
fist fights right in front of everyone. No
one
one's
will pay
looking,
us
I
any
swear.
attention.
Okay, fine. The Waffle House it is. Let's go.
I love waffles. I love
Steve,
waffles.
take
What's
us to
going
the
on?
second closest Waffle House.
The second closest Waffle House. Okay, all right.
Well, I don't want to be too close to all of that. You know,
Understood.
Yeah, did you guys
Understood.
hear that?
No,
Speaking of
no,
which, he
we
turns
heard
on the
nothing.
radio.
Nope, turns it off.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it was crazy. I came in, and sorry it took so late. They had like the whole like main road blocked off, and there was like a big accident. I don't know what honestly was going on. It was crazy down there. I was just hanging down, U Street, getting
Yeah,
a
there
drink, my
was
friend.
Yeah.
a deer
Yes.
infestation. You're saying lots of
Deer?
words today, Steve.
Sorry.
It's fine. The others seem to enjoy your company. Just no personal questions from either side, please.
Okay, no personal questions.
So how do you guys know each other?
Oh yeah, how do we know each other?
Hey, I know we said no personal questions.
That's personal?
Personal?
It's personal. And I whisper over, it's personal.
Okay. I guess I'll just put headphones on then.
Please.
You guys talk.
Okay. And I'm waiting, be like, but for real, how do you know him? Like, is he one of
If
your,
I
like,
tell
things?
you, I have to make him crash the car.
Are you guys like even
Lousy.
friends?
I don't want
How
to talk
lousy.
about it. There are 1.5 people I care for, and Steve is on his way to being one of them.
Oh,
enough.
gross. Oh my god,
Very.
are those my shoes? Give me those. Thank you so much for picking those.
No, actually. And I put him down in the front seat.
Edie.
Where's the object?
Where's
Do we have it for sure?
Wait,
Right here. Yes, of course.
And we're 100% that's what we needed.
That's the picture she showed us.
I mean, it's a little late now. We're
me?
gone.
Yes, I know, but I just want to make sure.
We got a couple of extra cat statues. We have exactly what we were asked for. And I would love my shoes back. I don't know why you're playing hot potato with my Jimmy Choos.
Okay, so while this is all fine and dandy, we have a problem. There were cameras everywhere. I'm pretty sure they picked
Well,
up.
I hope they got my good side.
Crises. I believe.
assure you they didn't.
I don't know if you realize it, but like when the light hits you, things happen. I'm pretty sure that's on camera.
Don't bring that up.
My point is, we need to get rid of the evidence.
Spicy.
I have to make a call. So I am going to make a call, since I'm an information broker, to one of my contacts who works more in tech to remove the evidence that we were ever at the Smithsonian, whatever it takes.
Okay, I'm gonna need your manipulation,
Yes.
add your contact with that, and
Okay,
we'll say persuasion as well.
Ooh, you're giving me good dice here.
Giving you
5
good
successes.
dice. 5 successes. They tell you that they will work on it as fast as they can. You don't know, though, because you don't know a lot about technology, but hey, you heard the word, we're on it, boss. And that's all you like to hear.
And then I just shut my phone. Okay, ladies, it pays to be the eyes and ears of Toreador, doesn't it?
I suppose
I mean,
so.
that's handy, but Steve can do similar things. He just says more words when I ask.
We don't want words. We just need it done.
Are you married?
Was married.
Hmm,
Not anymore.
interesting.
Is Steve your
Serena-
husband?
And
Steve?
Yes.
Ooh.
Are you
Oh.
Mr. Steve?
I would rather die again than be Mr. Steve.
Hmm.
Interesting.
This is
I don't
juicy.
think I I don't think those are
Serena,
these type. I don't think so.
I need you to go ahead and roll your Auspex roll. And our lovely ministry, go ahead and roll a composure roll.
Ooh.
So I'm just doing aspects.
No, Edie
I'm-
is doing Auspex.
Oh, Edie. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Edie is doing Auspex right now. If you would like, go ahead and do a Wits and Streetwise as you guys are watching out the window. If you would like
Ooh.
as well, Miss Guzman, you can go ahead and do a
Wits
Wits
and
and Streetwise.
Streetwise.
Yep.
My specialty. 3 successes.
You told someone to do composure, right?
That
I
was
did.
me.
Our ministry.
I'm about to say, is there an ability about to be used that I would need to defend against or anything?
Nope.
2 successes.
I got 1 success and a beast.
Ooh.
1 success and a beast. Okay. We're going to start with our ministry. How much did you get?
I got 1 success.
1 success. As you're lovelily having this conversation, talking about your shoes and your high heels and wanting them back, and showing the small object that you got for Miss Rosalini, the small green palm-size object that is shaped like a skull. You hold it up, showing it, and you feel hands on your shoulders, on your lips, in your hair. They're cold,
no.
and you start to hear whispers almost echoing in the back of your mind. You can't quite hear exactly everything you're saying, but you can hear something like it's on the wind. And you feel those hands stroke the side of your face, and it's cold. It's not warm. It's the coldest thing you've ever felt. In fact, you feel icicles start to form on your cheeks.
Oh, flip down the mirror. Flip it down. I need to see. I want to know if those are real, so I'm asking whoever's in the passenger side to. I think it's Edie to
Yeah.
flip down the like.
I do.
What are the? Yeah, I want to see if there's like icicles forming on my actual cheeks.
Right?
But do we see
Edie?
anything going on?
Yeah.
Do we
Okay.
Do we panic?
For
and-
everyone else in the car, you hear the panicking. You look, you don't see anything happening, but you do see icicles forming on the side of its cheek. What did you get, Edie?
2 successes.
2 successes. As you pull that mirror down, it's like you freeze and your eyes flash into that mirror and you see smoke and bombs and yelling, and you hear gunfire, and then all of a sudden it goes quiet and you see a headstone. You know that you're in one of those trances. Everybody can tell Edie is frozen and gone. And you can see that word rejected again, and it forms into those symbols. That square box with a line slashed in it. It looks like it's drawn with blood this time, though, before you were pulled back out of the vision. For our 2 that rolled the streetwise, what did you get?
A beast and a success.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Maybe because you are so focused on the icicles, you can hear your sire yelling at you, "Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so crazy, isn't it? It's kind of cool. I like it. Get it? Cool. For once, you're hanging out with cool people."
Shut up.
You don't notice, but you do notice, Miss Guzman. You notice all the homeless people, obviously. You notice a few weird gang signs, from what you can tell, spray painted on some of the walls. None that looks, though, to be Camarilla. None that definitely doesn't look like Anarch either. You know what those symbols look like. You've been a part of, the ins and outs for a while. But you do see those same symbols now that Edie had saw earlier, that you recognize the one that your ministry friend pointed out and circled at the beginning of the night. It was like, that was the one that I had saw.
Mhm.
You do notice that one.
So I'm going to I know that Edie is in her trance. She's still in her trance, yes?
Edie will come out of their trance. Edie, it was.
I'm gonna nudge Edie because from behind the seat. I'm going to jump over and move everyone. Be like, Edie,
What?
look outside.
What?
The symbols you showed earlier, they're on the walls. They're graffitied on the walls. The same symbols that you showed earlier.
Steve, stop the car.
Headphones on. Still, yeah. But we'll say you smack Steve, and he goes. Well.
And the symbols are still scratched into Edie's palm, so she'll hold up to compare.
The symbols are very similar. That square.
Okay. That's where the war zone is. Keep driving, Steve.
I'm still going to the Waffle House. We're literally like 5 minutes. Can I take my headphones off now?
Dude, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. All right, sweet.
And then I'm going to whisper under my breath, Edie, to Edie, we're in the middle of the war zone. How far do you think it extends?
I think we're going to walk right back into it before the night's over. I don't think we have a choice. Thank you so much, Steve. Everyone out.
You're welcome.
I think Dices is going to like take her shawl and just full on cover most of her face so she's not like seen as a monstrosity with those icicles on her face. She's very vain and not used to not looking perfect, so she's going to cover up as much as she can.
Okay.
I think Edie's going to leave Zephyr's jacket in Steve's car and say, hold on to that for me. I know the charge.
I will have his jacket in there.
No, I was saying I scoot out of the car and I just nudge Edie and be like, hey, think about sharing your contacts sometime. And before we walk out of the Waffle House, my hand's in my leather jacket pocket.
Only if you share yours.
Absolutely. And we walk off to the Waffle House.
Here we are, boss. Waffle
House. Thanks so much. Hold on to that. I will send you the info at the usual place.
Sounds good.
Slams the door and just follows Miss Guzman.
Thanks, Steve. And I just kind of
and then I'll say, I'm gonna do the sassy thing and blow a kiss as we walk away.
I'm gonna dip into the passenger side window, like lean over to where my fingers picking out. Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure they're not getting left with Mr. Steve.
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, great. Then I'm coming with the group. I'm barefoot.
You guys
and as soon as I notice, I will turn and give you your shoes back. Oh, here.
Thank you so much.
All right. And you guys are at the block of the Waffle House. What do you do?
All right. And
now
from
what?
Here, we make our way back to our starting point, I guess.
Darlings, friends, as I hear they're called. Just a little something I thought we might all want to be aware of. Don't look at me, as she's trying to hide her icicles.
It's too late. What is that?
Don't worry about anything going on under here. More importantly, Beatrice.
How can I be of service?
Do you know of a Mr. Vittel?
Do I have to roll for this one? Let's roll for my... No? I can say yes. Maybe.
Well,
What do you want to know?
Well, I think we're all curious as to the identity of your shadow daddy. And, I had a few ideas, is all. Don't look at me!
Fine, I won't look.
Well, can we at least move into like the space between the Waffle House and this other building?
Yes,
We're just
of course. I
standing in
love
front of
dark
all of these
alleyways.
glass windows, and you're like in a shroud.
Ugh.
So,
Well, I wouldn't have to be if it weren't for whatever hands
yes.
of ice were touching my face.
Hands of
Hands?
ice?
Yes, I
Like
was
manos,
holding
like
the skull. Yes, los manos. The skull was in my hand, and I felt more hands on me, on my shoulders, on my face. So soft yet freezing cold, and it wasn't comforting, dear. It was unnerving and arousing all at once. I now have icicles on my face. I don't know what to do about that part.
Can I do like some type of wits of an awareness? Are we
You can
being
do
watched?
a wits and awareness if you would like. If you want to try to find out what's going on with your face, wits and occult, but it's going to be a really high roll.
Oh no.
I just want to turn on my heightened senses so I can
Heightened
hear if anyone is getting too close to us.
Yeah. You may turn on your heightened senses as you are. You see other people walking down the streets. Again, it's busy. A lot of homeless people, though. Even for being Washington, D.C., it's kind of sad to see it. But, I mean, there's no stopping it anywhere. But you do see couples of people walking by. A lot of people tend to not be paying attention, though, to you. A few people look at your guys' direction, but they seem to be, from what you can tell, looking at Miss Guzman. As they walk by.
and I'm just going to shrug and turn around and pretend that I didn't see them, put on my best resting bitch face, and ignore the fact that I'm getting stared at because I'm pretty sure I've been somewhat recognized.
So
Oh,
I got 3 success, by the way, but I'm gonna say, so you something happened to you when you held out the skull? Could
Well,
the skull did have done it?
Well, I don't know if it was the skull itself or something maybe wanting the skull or maybe something within the skull itself. I'm not sure. I just felt many, many touches and caresses, but they were all freezing cold all over my body.
do we think Shadow Daddy wants the skull? Because
I
he
think
super can't
so.
have it.
Especially if it's who I think it is.
Why would he want the skull?
Why would he want you safe and away from the museum debacle? Riddle me that, darling.
When you have access to knowledge and information, people want to keep you around because you're useful. It's the only thing I can think of. Can I roll for is there anything that I can do to think back on maybe an MO of why we would have been helped other than my initial?
You can. We can say go ahead and do your resolve and insight. Sweet, you got what on your roll? 3 successes for your insight or awareness. As you're looking around, again, you see a lot of people, a lot of odd people as you guys are making your way into the alleyway, into the corner, out of the street, into the darkness. You can see people off in the corner with a small little fire, huddled by it, but you think you see a figure going down that maybe was paying attention to you guys or has been paying attention to you guys the whole entire time as it walks the other way, like at the end of the alleyway. It kind of slicks. The shadow is long and I can't pronounce the word. It's long and it's cascading on the wall and it
Elongate.
elongated. There we go. Elongated.
Um,
2 successes.
she's gonna lean in and say, We're definitely being watched.
As much as I love being watched, this is not the time.
I
Not at all.
think this is the kind of watching
Don't
we
look
want.
at me.
Don't make a
Oh.
scene. They're going to let's
Just
walk.
keep,
Walk.
and I'm just gonna grab her scarf and be like, just keep covered. Nobody will look at you. Oh.
And
Okay.
you guys continue to walk, yes. It'll be a minute before you get there, though, since you guys are dropped off at the Waffle House. You're making your way back. It was a 14-minute car ride. By time you do get back, though, it will be roughly almost morning time, which is fine. You guys are planning on staying there anyways. Hospitality. As you guys are walking, again, every once in a while, you can still feel eyes on you. It's odd. It's just like it's out of reach. And for our ministry, every once in a while, you can hear whispers in your ears. You can't understand it, it's muffled, but you can definitely feel something is right there. You feel hands again touch your spine, go down your back at one point. It makes you freak out. Even now, the rain has started to slow down. People are starting to make their way back into homes. The nightlife is calming down, and you guys arrive at Oakville Cemetery, where those beautiful Gothic gates are. The rain has come to a small pitter patter, which is nice. You guys look worse for wear, but I mean, you're alive. And as you push open the gates and begin walking down the trail of stone, you do notice 3 cars there. You see the hearse, which is Zephyr's. You see a police car, and you see another car. It looks like a limousine. Go ahead and roll wits and politics, everyone.
Oh, 4 successes.
2 successes.
Oh, a decent success.
1 success.
1 success. As you guys walk up to that lovely cathedral that is right in the middle of Oak Hill Cemetery, it is this sight that catches the glimpse, the wording, the branding, the power behind that name. The Giovanni. There is an insignia on it. A skull with leaves around it that almost look ivory, and a crown on it. You know that this is one of the kindred that are independent, the name that most kindred inspire to be when they're independent. It's a family that's built on mafia and power. From your role, that you do know that.
I don't know if anyone would recognize this name, but I think she's kind of gone into a paranoid tizzy at this point from keeping all of these whispers and cold touches as they've been walking. So I think she'll just say, "Oh, the fucking Giovanni's are here. Oh, good God!" And is kind of like unraveling at this moment, feeling extremely paranoid. She's gonna take the skull, and instead of taking all the whispers and cold touches as the warning signs that they very probably are, she's gonna stuff the skull into like her shawl and tighten it up so she can just walk like so and have it close to her without it being revealed. I think she's more worried that something's going to be stolen from her and like that something cold is going to take it. So she says it out loud so that everyone knows what's going on. And then she like stuffs a skull in her boobs and clutches at her chest to make sure it stays safe.
What are they doing here?
Can I roll a streetwise?
To see if you know that name. Go
Mhm.
ahead and roll, add your advantage in that because
Okay.
you are an informator. Anyone else, if you would like
I was
as
gonna
well,
say.
you may roll. Yeah, go right for it.
2 successes. Whop. Wow, we're having a rough night tonight.
Rough night. You do know that name. It sounds very familiar. It sounds like a very powerful kindred family name. That's about all you really do know. You don't know the ins and outs of the family, though.
1 success, so nothing.
1 success. You've heard that. You've heard the name. The name sounds familiar.
Should we not go in there while they're here? Or
We gotta finish the job.
Morning is on the way.
Ooh.
Well, there's like fucking crypts everywhere, but whatever. Let's just go in.
As you guys step in, you're bathed in that warm sense again. The stone walls of this lovely cathedral is very old, but very inviting at the same time. You can feel the heat coming off of the walls and small little flickering candles, which make it a little bit easier for our Setite even. And at the end of the corridor, you see Zephyr, roughly standing again at 5'7", with sun-kissed skin. No longer is he wearing that beautiful tan duster jacket, though, with dark jet black hair, standing next to 2 police officers and an old woman. This old woman stands roughly at 5 foot. She's very well dressed, though, with gray hairs. Her skin looks lived in. And as you all come in, their attention is focused on you.
Would we be able to figure out if any of us recognize the old lady?
You can go ahead and see if you do, as she walks up with the police officers and Zephyr.
Okay. Oh wait, what would I roll? Would it be
You would roll your politics. Intelligence and politics.
Oh, that's... Oh, that's 3. Okay. Roll. 1 success! Yay!
3
1
successes?
success, you
Yeah, I
3
finally got 3.
successes. Anybody else roll for that or no?
I got
Yes,
1. I'm feeling paranoid.
Serena honestly doesn't care, so she's not
You're
trying to
just like,
figure that
I
out.
just-
She's just like,
For all
she's
this,
gonna be
what is
like,
going-
where's the lady of the house? Where is Rosalina?
Rosalini.
Well,
Where is she?
As the 2 that have got the role, Edie, you know this individual a little bit more. We'll say maybe because of your contacts from quick glances and looking at her, definitely detective. Maybe even a head detective. For Miss Guzman, you're just thinking police just based on the police and stuff. And as Zeppard approaches you guys, he goes, they have nothing to do with this. Honestly, I just have them here. They're just contract workers. They're working for Miss Rosalini. And the old woman stops him. My name is Edna. I'm head of the the police department here, and we have had lots of complaints lately about homeless people. There was a couple that was attacked a few nights ago, and a night ago here at the graveyard. We're just doing some check-in. You guys haven't seen any weird activity, have you?
Outside of the
Edie's
typical homeless people? No.
Edie steps to the front and puts on like the saddest puppy of a look. And it's just no, I mean there were a few people wandering, but we haven't seen anything too suspicious.
And you all? Go ahead and do a manipulation and persuasion for me, Edie. Serena?
Do I add?
What'd you say? Go ahead.
Sorry, do I add ingenue to that?
You may add ingenue to that if you would like. Serena,
Great.
I need for you to do a wits and insight check.
I'm sorry. Was it manipulation and persuasion?
Manipulation and persuasion. And then add your...
3 success.
I'm burning a willpower.
One more.
Yeah. Three successes.
3 successes. Her eyes are focused more on you. She seems more empathetical, and from what you can tell, this is a human. 110%. Blood is moving. She is human. These cops are human. They are definitely not kindred. For you, Celine, you can see that as well. But you also notice how nervous Zephyrd looks. He almost seems on edge. So you guys haven't noticed anything, and there have been weird people here. Can you please tell me exactly what you saw and when you saw them? Your name?
Wait, saw who?
Well, I saw a guy like 2 weeks ago. We're not even here that often, though.
You guys are contract workers, right?
Yeah, but we only come once a week.
And you didn't see anybody?
No.
Nothing in detail or close. Just a guy walking, maybe. A tan jacket, I think.
Tan jacket.
But it was
Anything
so
else?
long ago. I don't remember.
Hair? Anything else? And you, what was your name, by the way?
Taylor.
Taylor, and you, what is with the scarf? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine, darling. The pandemic
She's got
is
a bad
ongoing.
cold.
Okay. Yeah.
She's got a cold. We just couldn't afford to miss out on the paycheck, so we came anyway.
Yeah, it's been hard out there. You look oddly
I'm sick.
familiar.
Do I know you?
No, I just feel like you look really familiar. Anyways,
Like you must be one of my visitors at my clubs. A pleasure to do business with you.
okay. Club owner, I suppose. You do look very. What's with your dress? Why is it ripped?
It's been a rough night. I slipped and fell. It's a whole thing.
It's rainy.
It's
yeah.
very
It's
muddy
raining.
outside.
And it's horrible. It's honestly, it's horrible out there right now. It's been raining. My hair is a mess. We came here to do their job, and there's just nothing but dead people out there. You know how it goes when you work in a cemetery. We're in the
Just
cemetery.
like in the graves. There's
We're in the cemetery.
lots of superstition, and it's kind of difficult. We just come once a week, like I said, and it's an ordeal every time.
Celine, go ahead and roll another wits and insight. And for you guys, are you trying to get rid of her quickly?
Yes.
Fastly? Manipulation and persuasion from the entire group that is trying to help. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, I should have done subterfuge, man.
Do I still get ingenue, or is that a one and done?
We'll say you get it again.
Okay.
Manipulation and persuasion.
Yes. What'd you get, our lovely Ravnos?
3.
3 successes. The moment you say dead people, the look on her face sterns, and you can see Zephyrd in the back. If he was sweating, it would be a thing. He looks nervous.
6 successes.
6 successes.
6 successes.
6 successes.
Oh no, that's not what I want to press. Oopsie, that was not a rosary. 5. It says critical successes.
All right. That is enough to complete her, to get her away. That's over 20 successes.
Yeah, it is.
She looks at you guys, and she's just like, all right. But there haven't been any attacks recently, I'm assuming, Zephyrd, other than what had just happened. We'll be in contact. And she hands over a card to Edie. You can see that it says police officer, it looks like her business card. As you flip it over, go ahead and do a composure as she walks away.
Just straight composure?
Straight composure.
No. 2 successes.
2 successes. It's a good thing that she was walking away, because as soon as you flip it over, you see that symbol.
I crumble it in my hand.
And she leaves. That was the scariest freaking thing in the
Zephyr,
entire
what the fuck was that?
Okay, you're gonna have some explaining to do. Why was there I know you're a human, but why was there that kind of human here?
Why
You,
is this symbol on her business? And I'll uncrumple it. What's going on with her?
I honestly don't know. I just know that they're the
You are
police.
so useless. Where is the mistress of the house?
Whoa!
Zephyr, this
Yeah.
is serious.
Okay, she's upstairs talking with the Don, all right? And I don't know if you know what that is, but
I don't
it's
care.
the head of the
We know what Edon is. We know what
Do
Edon is.
you?
Yeah,
Do
clearly.
you?
Yes. We know what
I
Edon is.
do.
I kind of just like want to get my stuff and go to
That
sleep.
woman is going to bring fire upon our heads if we are
finished
not
the
careful.
job. You know nothing about this world. That woman is more than she lets on.
Okay.
She will fuck us if you aren't careful. We did the
Literal.
job. We want to get in and get our money and get out.
That's
So
it.
where's the mistress?
Upstairs talking to Lord.
I'm just gonna walk past him.
You walk past him. Serene, go ahead and do another wits and insight as you all walk past him, going upstairs to that small creaking.
3 success.
3. You are right on the dot for 3, 3, 3, 3.
I'm
That
yeah,
It's making up for lost time.
it is.
making up for lost time. As you all walk past him and you guys want to go get your stuff, you're sick and tired of today, you're done and absolutely tired, and eating leaves first, then our lovely Torador, then our covered up, poor ministry. But you notice it out of the corner of your eye. He just nods his head and smiles as he just walks back into the basement.
Oh yeah, I'm
And you
gonna
guys go
activate
upstairs.
something then. Yeah, if I catch
Go ahead.
that,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do unseen passage now.
Okay, go ahead. As you're walking up, make your rouse check.
Okay. Oh, please don't get hungry. Please don't get hungry. Yes. Don't get hungry. Right. Oh, does this happen automatically then?
It does. If nobody is paying attention to you and you rouse and you don't get hungry, you become invisible. As long as you do not speak above more than a whisper, you will stay invisible until you wish to be unseen, or you make a loud noise, or somebody with auspex catches you. So our party is splitting up for the evening, just for a little bit. As the 3 of you guys go upstairs, you can hear loud shouting in a different language. It's definitely not Spanish, and it's definitely close to Spanish.
Question:
It sounds like
since
Italian.
I have linguistics and I am a former noble from Spain, I would know it.
You would. It is Italian. Easy enough
Okay.
for you to guess. It is Italian. It is thick. It is angry. It is a man's voice and a woman's voice. They're arguing back and forth. You can hear the shouting as you guys make your way over to the door. And even now, the shouting is enough to ricochet the room. For our ministry, you begin to feel those hands again on your shoulders, on your waist. This time it feels like they're pulling you back, like it's dragging you away from this stuff. But you know,
Do we notice like the
It
increasing
feels like
Can I-
it's dragging me away.
yeah, you feel
So-
the paranoia.
Oh no.
You see the paranoia.
Absolutely outside of the room. I look around and I'm like, because I'm paranoid, so I'm looking all around. I realize that Serena is no longer with us, and I go, darlings, I don't
What is going on?
I'm just going to be completely upfront. I don't think the skull wants to go in there. I'm going to run away.
Can I just reach around and say, stay back? Can I listen in and understand what's being said?
I don't run away. I'm just like paranoid rambling. That wasn't me just actually turning to book it.
So
she's just paranoid talking.
So I'm gonna go ahead of her and just put my arm out and just tell like wait and let me listen. And can I listen in and can I understand what's being said at least to some degree with the yelling?
To some degree with the yelling, from what you can tell, and since you have linguistics, and you can tell that it seems like they're arguing. It seems like she is in trouble and broke a rule, from what you can tell, before you hear a hand slam on the desk. And it goes quiet, and you hear it in English. Do you feel that?
And
what did you do?
Give that to me.
What did you fucking do?
Dices.
We need to go now. And I just whisper.
I turn and start going back down the stairs.
I chase Dices.
And we're chasing. I'm running behind them.
You're chasing Dices. Dices, I need another. I need another composure check from you. Yes, as Celine will go over to Celine. Celine, what you are doing as you are walking downstairs, you're paying attention to Zephyrd. You can see Zephyrd at this point has made his way downstairs. And from what you can tell, he has not paid attention to you, doesn't really know exactly what's going on, other than he hears yelling upstairs and he rolls his eyes as if it's nothing. You see him turn on his phone to turn on some music on Spotify before he goes over to a few different coffins. The coffins that you guys rode into. It looks like he's slowly preparing it for the evening. And as he is pulling out the things that you guys need to drink out of the refrigerator, he's making sure not to heat them up either. On purpose, maybe. Go ahead and do a wits and investigation.
Fucking rude. I was always nice to Zephyr.
That's why I stole his coat. I knew he was an asshole.
Why I oughta.
Oh. I don't think I can add anything to this either.
Oh no.
Oh God. Can I do a willpower? Because I think this will be bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, please.
Baby girl, choose a different fate.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Well, as you're going around, you don't see that letter laying down. You see some regular, boring, looks like paper work and whatnot, but you see on the calendar that's on the refrigerator, the next day is circled in red. You can see it looks like some notes on the side where it says clean out the gardens, take care of the woodwork. Nothing that really seems auspicious, but at this point he stops doing what he's doing because he can hear yelling and screaming completely upstairs and shaking and rattling. As what did you get on your composure check?
So sorry. I got 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. You guys, what did you get on your successes? What were you doing again? You guys were just running and chasing.
We're just running, chasing.
I just.
Right.
Yeah.
Running and chasing.
Beatrice told me to run, so I'm
composure
running.
check for both of you as well.
Oh okay.
Composure.
Yes.
1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Failure. Not composure.
Failure. You guys make it down to that main hall where Zephyrd was at, and for our lovely ministry, you are lifted high up in the air and you are turned upside down. There is screaming. You guys panic. You see lights flickering and they go out completely. They bust out. It's quiet.
Oh no.
You're hovering in the air.
I'm clutching the skull to my chest.
Yes. And you hear voices from behind you. That same man's voice. At this point, a man and a woman come into view. the woman you guys know as Miss Rosalini. Beautiful tan skin, 5'5", with that jacket that is burned with those beautiful orange embroideries on it, and long, dark, raven curly hair. But standing next to her is a man, one that you've not seen before. He stands roughly at 6'1", with a goatee that has tinted, peppered gray, gray salt in it, almost like. No hair, African American, in a beautiful, 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 expensive looking gray suit. He smells of oak and some sort of fancy cologne as he walks up straight to our ministry, who's hanging upside down.
No.
He looks right up at her and his eyes change black, completely black. And he snaps his fingers. Put her down! And you start to come down slowly. Give it here.
Can I? This is the Giovanni member, correct?
Yes.
So I would like to know if there's any level of vampire etiquette that shows kind of like
You
my
can.
submission
You-
to this.
Can
You
we roll-
can. You can roll an etiquette
Etiquette.
roll for that if you would like to.
I would
That
like
would
to.
be
I would
your-
like to.
We'll say are you being we'll say charisma and your etiquette-y. If you want to be,
Oh, hell yeah.
there you go. If for the other two, if
And
you
if
would
we
like
roll-
this as well,
Can we? Yeah. We'll go. All you're gonna hear me say is
Sweet.
because I know
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not good.
2 successes.
Two successes.
I got 4 successes.
4 successes.
2
4
successes.
4
Is
successes.
it dark down there where I am? Did the lights go out where I am too?
The lights did go out, and Zephyrd went upstairs.
Okay, I followed them up. So.
Oh.
You're following upstairs, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, for some of you, you look kind of parquet. You can see Miss Rosalini's hands, and a lot of you copy her mannerism. Just up, straight, hands to the side, quiet and not watching, or not trying to draw too much attention to herself. As you do, he looks at you. This isn't really the time for formalities. I told you to do something. Do you want my help or not?
Sure. And she'll like slowly sashay over until she's perfectly framed in a little bit of like emergency light, and she's going to pull the skull out, hearing whispers the entire time, and look for 1 second at Beatrice to
And I'm-
see if like she thinks I should or shouldn't.
And I'm just gonna let's see. And I'm just gonna look at her and just be like, this is out of our pay grade. Give her the this is out of our pay grade look.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. I'm not being paid enough to get killed by a mob boss. So I hand it over.
He takes it, and as he does, he pulls it to his lips, and he opens it, and you see black smoke come out of it, and it uncovers that skull. His eyes are dark as well, and those voices and that cold hand seem to fade off of you.
How about the icicles on my face, though?
You will have to rouse your blood to get rid of that.
Oh.
I'll rouse anything to be beautiful. Great. I'm getting hungrier.
Charming. All
Thank
of
you for
Oh.
uncursing our compatriot.
Oh,
Yes, it seems
that
like
was terrible.
someone sent you on a mission that we talked about this. Miss Rosalini.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, no manches.
And she wasn't very nice about it either.
We're kind of a no questions asked, ragtag rat pack. So we just
Did she tell
went
you
for
that she
it.
was sending you to find an artifact that was been in our family for generations and generations, and that was
Oh
cursed?
God, no.
No.
You know,
Cursed?
she conveniently left out
Why?
the curse part. Very conveniently left that out. And I'm just going to turn to her, Rosalini, and just give her the dirtiest, nastiest look.
Well,
There's definitely an extra charge for curses, and that was not included in my figure.
you can see the shame on her face. Well, it looks like the Oak Hill Cemetery is going to be going to the Putanescas after all. By the end of the week, I want you out of here. And he turns and he walks completely out. Doesn't really say much of you to any of you. You can feel the tension dissipate with that, and the lights seem to come back on. And you can see the distraught on Miss Rosalini's face as she sits down on one of the benches, just still, almost frozen.
Can I go up to her and like kneel in front of her?
You can.
I look up into her eyes and I take both of her hands, like gently placing one of mine over hers. I completely understand this kind of loss, like risking something and then not getting it, being so close to getting it and not getting it. And I look at her and I say, "That's what you get for trying to make me ugly, bitch." And then I'll turn away and go back over to Beatrice.
I'm like, and then all you can say is, "Ay, que pedo."
Edie
This is
pipes
a
up like,
the
oh,
pinche
if only
perrita here.
Zephyr. Edie will pipe up, if only Zephyr had told us you were busy, maybe you'd have gotten away with it.
I have no words for any of you. I have lost my home. I have lost a chance to see my daughter.
Do you have money for us?
You know what? Okay.
Before I have a complete meltdown, the sun will rise, and you will all be paid tomorrow.
Let me
in
ask
my
you.
office.
Let me ask you one
Yes.
question. Why? Why us? You have thousands, hundreds of embraced around the world. Why us?
Uglier ones.
Because
Why?
I needed help from people that were not going to be influenced by my family. I was hoping that I would get this item and give it to the Dawn, so I could see my daughter before she got embraced. I haven't seen her in a long time. So forgive me for not telling you all that it was cursed.
I'm just gonna run my hands through my hair and just be like, because a part of me, it is still has a little bit of a guilt trip here for never harming innocents. So and a part of me does feel a little bit of guilt because I still hold firm to that belief that not innocents should never be harmed. And I'm feeling very conflicted.
You can understand a mother's want. It's very heartbreaking.
I'll drop my invisibility and say, if you had just said, it was cursed, we probably still would have gotten it, but at least we would have taken the precautions.
I wouldn't have gone.
You wouldn't have?
Think about the zeros at the end of the check.
Were they going
I
to
was
be
passing
added?
through there anyway. I would have gone.
Listen, I'm not here for personal gain. This money has to go somewhere very specific, and if the
To
price
Steve.
of no, and if there was not an extra little bit for being possibly cursed, I was not going to risk everything that I'm trying to do. Like, no
That's fair
offense,
enough.
it really sucks
That's
that you can't see your daughter, but that's not
fair
really
enough.
my problem.
Now
Fair
what?
enough. I know how our kindred world works. This is the reason why I left out some information to begin with. Rest. The sun will be up soon, and tomorrow come collect your things and leave. And
You should get a new
Zephyr will-
Zephyr. He's bad at his whole job.
And she doesn't really say much. She just goes upstairs to her room, walking, almost with that doll-like look on her face. You can see Zephyr looking at you all like, food's downstairs, and just, you were sleeping in coffins is same as well.
I just say under
Oh,
my breath.
Zephyr.
Say under my breath. It better be warm.
Oh, I lost your jacket, Zeffy. I hope you don't mind. And she'll pat him on the cheek as she walks towards their resting place.
And you guys make it downstairs to the resting place.
No.
And this is where you guys will sleep for the evening. What do you do? Do you guys drink that stuff that is laid out for you as well before any of you go to bed?
Is it cold?
No. I already ate, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm full.
it's very cold. Yeah, it's very cold. He did not
Absolutely
warm it
not.
up.
I'd dump it on the ground. On the ground.
I take the
Well,
bottle. I'm feeling frustrated. I just take the bottle and I just throw it against the wall and be like, and just have a moment, just go huff in a corner because I'm feeling very conflicted right now.
I have 3. What? Not aggravated. What is the other one?
Oh, superficial.
Superficial will heal at the. Actually, I'm always get them mixed up, but we'll say superficial is not aggravated, because aggravated is, it's either superficial is done by magical like things like other kindred or something like that, or it's the opposite. But superficial damage will heal the next night. That is how that
Okay.
works.
Then I won't
It's
worry
not
about
like it's like it's a lot of damage. Aggravated damage, like a broken bone or something that's done by like a vicious damage, is going to have to require rouse checks. So
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Serena. Keep going.
Yeah. So I can just go to sleep and it'll be healed.
you go to sleep and it will be healed.
Okay. So then I won't worry about drinking the stuff. I saw how he handled them. So yeah, if I were you guys, I just wouldn't do that.
I don't drink the cold blood, but I do stash it in my little pouch for later, just in case we get into an emergency. And I see Beatrice going over to the corner, and I want to go over and make sure that she's okay. Unfortunately, very genuinely, like nothing is in it for me. I just see another well-dressed vampire feeling bad, and I don't like that. So I go over and I'm just like, is it the guilt, darling? I know how it festers.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath and give her a slight glance and not make complete eye contact as I sit down on the floor. It's not the guilt. People do bad things, but innocents never deserve to be harmed. That is always my policy. No matter how old, no matter how long time has passed, we don't hurt those who don't deserve it. I feel a little bad, in truth. But oh, what are you gonna do? What do we do?
Isis like lifts up her. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while you guys are having the conversation, I'm writing something down, and you guys go ahead.
Oh, fancy. I kind of hike my skirts a little bit and like bend my knees. I'm not gonna sit on the ground like a pour, but I will kind of squat in front of her and go, well, there's always something to do. As kindred, as those blessed with the gift of forever, what we are both tasked with and fortunate enough to do is move on. One of the hardest things to do when there are innocents caught in the crossfire. But good news, you look fabulous. So
I
you will
appreciate
live to face another day looking amazing.
I appreciate
I,
it.
for one, can't wait to become a patron of your nightclub.
I think you'll find it rather intriguing.
Oh, yes, and I can bring a little of that moonshine. You can have some for free under the table. Really kicks up any drink you make.
I would be honored. And I sit there, and as we're having our conversation, I let loose a small tidbit of backstory and a little bit of backstory. So earlier how you mentioned how Rosalini, whatever the fuck her name is, mentioned about mother's guilt.
Yes.
I never got that chance. And we
What
sit
do
in
you mean?
silence. Well, everybody has a complicated relationship with their sire, no?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, go on.
Well, my husband was not a good man at all. He got what he deserved. He was a philanderer, a womanizer, I think. If there's anything you would know, probably about the world of nobility, an heir means everything. But he would rather do other things with the ladies of the night, as you would call them. So
Oh,
one of them just happened to be one of our kind, if you see where I'm going with this.
of course.
And I'm still looking for this bitch to this day.
Do you have a name, darling? I've been around a long
Mm.
time. I could really help you suss things out.
She goes by the name Ines. I followed her to Mexico back in close to the turn of the century, and she's been here in the states ever since, hiding like the
Hmm.
fucking perrita she is.
Well, I make a vow to you now, darling. I will not rest save a stake in my heart until I find and bring to heel this hussy Inez.
Hussy.
Mm, I'm good.
And as
I,
the talk of hussy and other things take place, you guys can feel the heavy weight of dawn approaching, each of you making your way into your coffins, closing the door, some feeling less guilty than others, some feeling well that they are deserved. Justice comes in many different shapes and forms, and others feeling a little heartbroken. Okay.
Says, Z-Man, don't stab me in my sleep. I'll try to get your jacket back.
I'll
Lucy states.
Not you lying to him. You're not
Not
getting
you
near
lying.
that jacket.
Listen, listen, this man can still walk around while we
Yeah,
sleep.
he can
And
walk
he's
around
pissed.
during the day.
Yes,
The
and
beauty
he's
of being a
pissed.
Oh.
ghoul.
I'm like, listen, don't.
So
If you rip mine open, Z-Man, I'll try to get your jacket.
you guys are asleep. Darkness takes over, and you guys don't dream. You don't feel the way that you did when you were human. It is cold. It is like being dead. And being in a coffin, I mean, it's very much the same thing. But as you all come to life when night falls. Go ahead and make your rouse checks for the evening as you stretch your hands or fingers, feeling the blood, seeing if you get hungrier. There is a stillness outside.
No hunger.
I'm hungry-ish.
Hungry-ish.
Got one.
I did not get hungrier.
Did not get hungry.
I didn't either.
All right. As you guys open your coffin for a Ravnos, that letter is gone that you had here. It's the first thing you notice as you wake up, but as you all push open the door, you notice it's cold. There's not really any candle lights going. There's the fluorescent lights that they do have on that still lights it, but it's cold. There's no sound really anywhere. There's nothing really going on. You guys know that usually a ghoul at this point would have, stuff cleaned up, but you do also notice that glass that you threw on the floor not been touched. No refills. Nothing.
He's gone rogue.
Well, I told him to come work for me, but I might have to rescind that invitation. Shall we
Oh,
explore?
definitely.
Odd.
Remember what I said about the battlefield. Let's tread with caution.
I don't
Understood.
get anything you guys are talking about.
Okay. We are in the middle of a war zone. All those symbols that you've been seeing everywhere,
Yeah.
they're like gang signs, kind of. And they mark out territory. This basically a kindred war zone.
Hmm.
And
We're in the
I've
middle.
seen us walk into it. So it's inevitable, and we're going to, but just what's about you and all that?
I would like to grab a large shard of shattered glass and kind of like have it at the ready for stabbings. But yeah, otherwise, I'm cautiously waiting for the group to kind of move as one as we go to explore and see what's going on in the rest of the area.
All right. You guys go to explore. As you go upstairs, again, stillness.
Really quickly.
Quiet. Yes?
Before we go, can I just check my person to make sure I still have all my stuff?
You can. It's
Yes.
all there. Randomly. Weird, isn't it? The only thing that went missing was that paper from all of you that you can tell. You guys make your way upstairs. What?
I dropped something yesterday, so I wanted to
you
make
did
sure.
drop something. The thing that you dropped was something that maybe wasn't significant. I mean, it wasn't your phone, thank God. And it wasn't your wallet. It was a pocket knife.
Okay.
Hate
that. Gonna go upstairs.
As you go upstairs, again, it's very still, very quiet. There's no heat. The heater hasn't been turned on. The lights, the candles that would be lit aren't exactly lit. It is silent.
Should I scout for us? I kind of.
Please. I do not like this at all.
Okay. You guys hang tight. I'm gonna do unseen passage.
I grab Dices's wrist again because I know this one tends to do things.
And I'm gonna check. I'm doing this, being like, and I'm reaching in my top, and I'm like, hey, it's still there. The taser.
And then you got your taser.
I'm like, yeah, it's still in my bra.
I don't get hungrier, by the way.
You don't get hungry. And you turn around and your Ravnos friend is gone. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go up, I guess, finish going up the stairs and where we all were at, where the police and the older lady was, just that area
You
in
go
general?
the moment you go upstairs, it is again very still on the main floor, but there is a wafting smell that hits you. Go ahead and do
Oh,
a
no.
composure and resolve check.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Ooh, three success. What is with three?
Reese, what is with you in 3? It's good luck or good luck number, I heard, but you can taste it in the air on your tongue. Blood, a lot of it.
Is it coming from a particular direction?
Your head turns to the staircase that leads up to the main office.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna reconvene with them and relay that message. Um, there's a lot of blood upstairs. It's very quiet. Something's definitely going on. Should we just leave?
Well, it's
I really
probably.
want my money.
Well, I
Come on.
don't think that you're going to be getting it from Miss Rosalini.
Hmm.
Should we have been nicer
But
to Zephyr?
where is
I
Zephyr?
thought he was like,
I was nice
Hang on.
to Zephyr.
well,
I don't think you know what nice.
the point is, I think we all could have been kinder, and he's going to fuck us now. So,
And not in a good way either.
no, in the worst way, actually.
Well, maybe she's got some money in her drawer somewhere. We could just go pick a lock and pop a drawer and grab what's owed and leave quietly.
It sounds like something the poor would do.
Is there blood? There's blood
Is the
in
blood
the
in the
room,
room?
you think?
Yes.
So you just.
So do we think Zephyr's blood is the blood, or do we think Lady
Only one way to
Rosalini was
find
Meadow
out.
poor M?
Oh,
It was a lot of blood. I don't know if it belonged
Oh.
to just one
Hmm.
person.
I
Mm,
think the curiosity is getting to be too much, and Dices is going to tug with Edie holding on to her wrist and start going like, "Well, we can't just stand here asking hypotheticals all day. Someone's got to look out." And she's gonna head up the stairs.
Bye.
You guys are going? Are you two going? Or are you just sitting, sweet and
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow, but I'm definitely hanging back. I'm gonna go back into like unseen passage.
unseen passage?
I pull out my gun.
I'm pulling up. I'm out the rear, and I just reach in my bra and just grab the just.
Taser. You guys
I've
all
got
make it
my
up there.
shard of glass.
You all make it up there. It's quiet again, eerily quiet. Even now, as you step up on the stairs, you can hear the creaking of the wood and how old it is in this beautiful monastery. Your hand grabs the door. We'll say it's our lovely ministry that does it, since you were so brave. You open it, and I'll need a composure check from everybody as well this time as you open the door.
Just straight composure.
Just straight composure.
Oh, okay.
1.
2.
One.
One as well.
Shock hits you all as you open the door. The scene is nothing what you had thought it would be. Miss Rosalini is laying, slumped over, with a bloody letter in her hand. A hole in her chest where her heart would be, and vitae dripping down the side of the desk. The smell is overpowering. It's quiet. You don't see Zephyrd.
I look for the letter. I want to read the letter. I'm like shaking and like forcing myself to move forward for the
As
pursuit
you
of knowledge rather than, you know.
you go over, and it is very much a gruesome scene. Her eyes, as soon as you get, are dull. There's no life behind it, and you pick up the blood-stained letter, and it reads, "To my dearest daughter, as I write my farewell, my heart is heavy with sorrow, knowing that we will never see each other. Before the embrace, please know that I've tried with all my heart, and I know that our spirits will meet each other on the other side. And to those individuals that assisted, I apologize again. Thank you for all your help and devotion. Underneath the desk is a briefcase with all the things that I had promised you before. My everlasting love, Miss Rosalini."
I'm gonna quickly snatch that briefcase. Gonna snatch.
I was going for it first.
I'm snatching it.
We'll do dexterity and
Okay.
athletics to see who
Okay.
gets it first.
And me, I want to look around a little bit because clearly this was done. She already knew it was coming. So I want to look around and do a little investigating.
Go ahead. Do
Let's see what we roll.
what's an investigation?
3.
And for you, our Setite, please go ahead and do a medical roll. Intelligence and medicine.
2 successes.
2 successes. Who's gonna get the briefcase first?
3.
2 successes.
Ooh, you are quick. Snatch. It's yours. Underneath the blood-stained body, you push it aside. You don't even care. You're just like, it's mine. And you have the briefcase, which has all the items you guys came for.
I got 2
Cool.
successes on the medicine and intelligence.
Medicine, intelligence, and what did you
I got
2 as well?
yeah.
As you look around, you see a few things that are missing. A tapestry on the wall, a few books. Nothing really like crazy though that pops out of your mind. And as you look around, you see a few rings too. You pick up one of the rings. It has the inscription of a Giovanni, which you know what a Giovanni is. You've seen one, you saw it on the thing. So you see that as well. But for our ministry, you're looking at this and you know that a hole doesn't just happen in somebody's chest. This was done.
I look at everyone and say, well, darlings, I'm so glad that we got our just due. But is no one concerned with the fact that there's a hole in the middle of this woman, right where her heart should be, and yet no heart at all?
Very concerned, which is why I want my money and to leave.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little concerning. There are some things missing, but I don't know if if they were anything of value. A tapestry, a couple books, rings.
Do I see anything of value?
From what you can see, again, you didn't have a lot of time to study. You can see the things that Miss Guzman is pointing out to you as well. Like you noticed there was a tapestry there. You noticed there were a few books that were missing. But go ahead and we'll do a wits and... What'd you say?
I was going to say, no, anything's still here that's of value.
Oh, anything that's still... Go ahead and do, we'll say, larceny roll for you.
Excellent.
I am a fine appreciator of arts. Is there any way I could see what was depicted on that tapestry? Like, remembering
You remember
being in here last night?
coming in. Yes, you remember coming in and it was beautiful. It was something that was of something Miss Guzman would know of. It would be of Aztec descent.
Wait a minute. Can I speak up about it? Can I just...
You?
So you remember that... Oh wait, what? Okay.
If
Remember-
if you
Okay.
guys would like it, you can.
So you remember that tapestry that was right over there?
Yes, it was gorgeous.
Vaguely.
It was. So I find it very amusing that an Italian woman had a tapestry from Mexico that is what you call the Aztecs, so the Nahua people. It's very interesting that we're missing, and the one thing that Nahua were known for was sacrifice of the human art. You know, just
Interesting.
Go ahead and do a wits and academics, wits and politics.
okay.
While this is happening, I'm opening the briefcase to get
You are
my
opening
shit.
you open the
uno.
briefcase.
Uno,
One.
166.
Something else comes into your mind. That skull was a skull, and you were in the Aztec area when you did that. As you pop open that top and look inside that briefcase, you see all the things. You have first front access. You see something from Miss Guzman, and you see a stack of letters in there for your Malkavian friend, and you see a tape recorder in there for you. You oddly don't see anything in there though for Setite.
I'm just gonna take the tape recorder and put it on my person, and I'm gonna close it back down. I don't care about anybody else's stuff. And you guys, here you go.
Yeah, I got a 1 for my roll earlier, so I'm just gonna grab
Roll.
my money.
Yeah, your money, and maybe there was a book or something. You saw a really pretty
Grabbing.
like statue, and you take
I
it.
take
You're just
it.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to obviously take what is due for me, but we notice there's obviously something missing for Isis, and be like, hermanita, I don't think they like you very much. And I turn the briefcase over.
Were you here for fun?
I needed something to pass the time, is all. There shouldn't be anything in there for me. My tastes are a little too singular.
Do you want this? And I hold up the little statuette that I just stole.
Sure.
Might be worth something.
And she pockets it. Yeah, she'll take whatever is given to her, but she wasn't expecting anything to be in that briefcase for her.
You worked hard. You should get something.
I did work hard. I had icicles all over my face.
Oh yeah, you went through it.
Yeah. Almost lost the shoes. I don't
Terrible.
remember what kind they are.
Jimmy Choos.
Mm-hmm.
You
No intention of remembering.
you feel something hit you in the back of the head. And you turn and you look at Edie, you. And it's a book. And then all of a sudden, more books flying off the shelf. One after another, after another, after another towards you guys.
My
And
God.
I'm just gonna duck down and be like, ah, mierda! Who fucked this up?
I'm using the briefcase to like block everything coming
who's
at
closest
me.
to me?
That would be Edie, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna just grab Edie. I'm gonna yell. Everybody else, just run, and I'm just gonna pull Edie out with me.
I'm gonna run up behind. I'm gonna run up next to Dices because she's holding the briefcase and we're blocking, just doing this.
Yeah, you guys are running as you feel books throwing off the shelf. As you guys are running down the hall, the lights begin to flicker on as you guys move, one after another, after another, after another. The candle lights are lighting. It's not enough to hurt your eyes because it's candlelight, but still, as you guys are running towards the front door and making it down in the main entries hall, you guys get down and all the lights flicker on from those candles. They light at once. weirdly, they don't move in the wind either. They just are still. Then
Oh my god.
Your shadow daddy hates us.
Oh. And then so I'm behind and I'm just gonna yell. I want to yell at the books because I know there's something behind it. Chinga tu madre, bitch! And keep running out. And just running out and say, like, I don't know what it is. I don't mess with this shit.
No go. You go to the entrance, and we'll say it was our lovely Torador. You want out of this place. You're done. You're tired. You got your stuff. You're ready to go. You swing open the door, and as you swing open the door, there is what looks to be 1, 2, 3 homeless men in front of you. At least they look homeless. And you stop, and your head tilts to the side for a minute. And I'm going to need a dexterity and athletics to dodge this.
Ooh. Okay, good thing. Well. May I burn a willpower?
You may always burn a willpower.
That's better. Okay. I got a success.
Just one success.
Yeah.
You go and you're just... And it isn't that gets your attention. It's the way he snaps his neck and you see bones sticking out of it. And you jump back as he vomits out this black goo stuff. It hits the side of your hand and you can feel it's like acid. And you can hear moaning. Now you guys can all see that outside in the graveyard, there's not just one. There's not just 3. There's a lot of whatever these are as they're crawling out.
Oh god. Oh.
Where's your
no.
Steve, Edie darling?
What? Why would
Your
Steve have
Steve.
anything for this?
Oh, hell no.
He has a car.
He's fucking. Could I shoot one of them?
I'm cleaning my hand off on. I'm cleaning my hand off whatever's left of my skirt.
There's too many. We need to find a way out back.
Well, I'm shooting the closest one just so that we can have time. Is
Dexterity
it just
and firearms? Yep, dexterity, firearms, quick draw.
Oh my god.
Thank you. And since I have a specialty in trick shooting, is that?
You may, yes.
Thank you.
You may. What would you like to do? Sweet.
I am looking to see if there is an exit, not forward, but like maybe behind us.
Backwards, as you guys went, you know that there was no back door.
No back door.
There was none. It was just all stone. The only way was like there was maybe a window up where that dead body was. But that's going to be another jump out the window for you.
I mean, I am healed up right now, so
I'm ready.
2 successes.
2 successes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What would you like to do, Sweet, before we move to the next person?
For Feral Whispers, I just want, because I've never used it before, how to use it. Can I do I see maybe like a moth or some type of a swarming insect?
There are, we could say, insects around. I mean, they are the living dead after all. They're rotting corpses.
Right.
So go ahead and do your, I think that would be your animalism roll and your wits or intelligence to try to control them. What would you like to do, Meadow?
Okay.
Time.
So I want to see if this gobbledygook that it spat up is flammable, and grab one of the candles off of the candle holders and throw it down in the pit just to see if it alights, because we can use that if need be.
Yes, you may. But I'll say, if you do that, you are a kindred, and kindred don't like fire, so that would be bad for you all as well. It's a creative idea. Would you like to do it and see if all your friends go into a frenzy route? Or I can suggest something else for you.
No. Yeah, I don't want to frenzy everybody.
Okay.
No.
Well, you could always take a
No.
candlestick and use it as a weapon. Or you
That's
have a piece of
true.
glass. Or you
I
have, I
do.
think your sheet, you do not have feral weapons, do you?
Nope. Nope. I'm a negotiator, and I don't think we can
You're,
negotiate with goo zombies.
yeah, I don't think anybody can.
No.
Okay, then I assess the damage and I wait to see what my fellow friends do, and I'll kind of follow their lead, whether we are fighting or running or what have you.
Okay. And then for you, Miss Guzman, what do you want to do in this scene?
I'm wiping off the goo on my hand, and I'm wiping off the goo on my hand, and I just say, "Hijo de puta, it's acid!" And I'm gonna look around, and I think if I write the window that is only on, do we have to go back upstairs? Where's our?
There's a few stained glass windows. You could always break one.
I am going to break one so we can run, because I'm yelling, "What is this? The fucking Night of the Living Dead?"
Okay, that will be your dexterity and
Yeah.
well, actually your strength and melee because you're gonna pick something up. So what did you get,
What did I
Edie, on your rolls?
2 success.
2 success, and you were doing what again? You were quick
I
drawing.
was shooting one of the,
You
yeah.
did. You got 2, right?
Yes.
2. It's enough. You pull and you draw before anybody else does, and you pop one of them in the head. In fact, you're a trickster draw, so you pop one of them and it hits 2 of them in the head. You watch as 2 of them fall over, collapse. They're very flimsy for being dead, but I mean, they are dead after all. Ravnos, you do get a group of swarmed flies. It would make any Nosferatu jealous on a date.
Oh my.
I want them to swarm and obscure their sight of us, at least, giving us time to run.
Giving us tight. Okay, you can do a few of them, so go ahead and do that. What did you get on that roll?
4.
I'm gonna need you 4. Okay. With 4, we'll say it gets the 2 in front of the door, so the door is open now. What did you get, Miss Guzman?
I got a single success because I'm not very
See,
strong.
yeah, you didn't. You were struggling.
Shit.
You can't even make it over there to pull one of the things to break
Okay.
open. You hit the glass and it's thick. It just cracks it.
I want to help. I will take off my Jimmy Choo and I will use the stiletto heel to smash the window.
The door's open. You don't have to do it.
Well, Beatrice was doing it. I do
Don't
what Beatrice
do it.
does.
I don't do it. They don't. The flies. We can run through the door.
Okay.
They're a lost
Flies.
cause.
For a lost cause. Okay, you guys make your way out to the door. As you make your way out into the graveyard, you are now seeing the amount of cryptid things that are coming out of the ground. They're dragging their way out, and you guys are surrounded quite quickly. They move slow, but there's a number of them.
Ugh.
You can see maybe about 10 feet from where you guys are is a go-kart, like a go-kart buggy. If you could only get to that, then maybe you could get out of here as fast as you can. But it's going to take some work. So, what are you going to do?
Well, I've still got my stiletto in my hand, so that's my new weapon.
Can
And I'm just like, let's
I'll-
go, girls, and I'm ready to start fighting people with my bare shoes.
I will graciously hold out a hand and go, do you want the gun? I'm good with
I'm
hands.
good. I've got
If you
this.
need, I don't want you to sacrifice your
Don't worry about me. I can handle myself. And she's like
your
just
slimy roos.
she's
They're
ready.
very nice.
We'll go in the
Thank
same
you.
order then.
Oh.
Okay. We'll go
Alright.
Edie, Sweet. I know. Okay, so what would you like to do? You've shot 2 of them. You're surrounded again.
Shit.
There's about 4 or 5 of them around you, approaching slowly.
I'm gonna just try to shoot another one so I can make a break for the go-kart.
All right. Go ahead and do the same roll. Dexterity, firearms. Sweet.
I'm going to blood surge and prioritize getting to the go-kart. So dodging.
Yeah.
Can I
Kitty.
cats?
You're
Can
up.
I? Can we do Cat's Grace and just Dex all the way over to that go kart, evade?
It is going to take a lot of dexterity and evading. There's a lot of them, so you're going to have to make a 3 roll, and it's going to have to be at least more than 15.
Okay, more than 15. Okay, okay. I have a taser too. I'm not afraid to use it.
I got 2 successes again.
2 successes. Again, they're quite easy to hit. You shoot 2 of them fastly. They go down. You see the 2 that you had shot earlier in the head are slowly getting back up.
Dices, come on, this way.
Here we
Dices, what
go,
are you doing?
girls.
Go
Can I-
ahead and do
I'm-
dexterity and melee.
Like,
What am I rolling, Cuddle?
You are rolling. You blood surged, right? So you roused your blood.
Yeah.
And you want to get over there with speed. So you need dexterity and athletics. Add your blood surge pool. So that's 2 extra die.
I'm following. Can I follow them? I'm gonna follow I'm gonna follow Edie and Dice's. There ain't no way in hell. I'm going by myself.
Okay. Oh God, good.
What'd you get?
I got 2 crits and 3 regulars.
4, 5, 6. 6 successes. You're trying to make it to the go-kart. As you make it to the go-kart, you tend to move a little bit faster than them. You're dodging and weaving, and at one point, one of the hands grabs you and tears apart some of your coat. But you don't even care. This is kind of like living again. Oh my God, it's a date with the living dead. Everything that you wanted and more. You slide under a few of them. Again, they're quite slow, barely missing a puke pile that comes on your head. And you make your way to the go-kart where you see a shovel and also a rake. For the rest of you that did not get there, what did you do? Did you go over there, Miss Guzman, or did you follow?
I'm following them. I'm not going. I'm
Okay.
following them for them to clear the way, but I'm evading all the piles of dead
dead bodies, right?
And puke piles.
And puke piles. And what did you get, Meadow? Dice.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. I mean, they're quite slow. So you go up and you stick one of them, like right in the head, and your shoe is stuck for a second before you pull it out, and it opens its mouth, and you just see the gassiness of it, and you push it over panically. It falls right over as goo comes out of its mouth.
Gross.
Oh!
But your shoe is ruined, unfortunately.
Anything for the girls, and I just keep like swinging as I'm trying to plow a way through.
You hit about 3 or 4 of them. Edie, do you take another shot?
Yep.
Go ahead, dexterity and firearms.
1 success.
1 success. Didn't quite hit it this time, unfortunately. Maybe it's because you're a little worried about your ministry friend. You see the Ravnos going over and doing parkour over there, and now standing up with a shovel in her hand, like, hey, look what I got. Miss Guzman, what did you get?
I got a total of 6.
Total of 6 successes. You don't make it. In fact, you also now see that Miss Guzman is kind of surrounded at one point.
I gotta do 50.
I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat and try to like close the gap. I'm trying to get to them, and so they don't have so far to run. At least
You want to roll. Yeah,
Uh,
I get ya. Go ahead and make your drive. It's not that hard. You're in there. The keys are in there. I'm going to be nice and say that you try to go for the rose first.
okay. I'm so glad that I blood surge because I have nothing in drive.
Exactly. Blood surging.
Nothing. Oh no. A, a beast.
Beast. Oh man.
Definitely
You
not
put the
driving.
gas to the metal to the pedal and you drive. You begin hopping over like the lumps and everything, running over the bodies. You can hear the crunching underneath the car. This is exciting. This is fun. In fact, you're having so much fun that you drive past the rose and do a whole circle. She's like, what the heck is going on? Why are you forgetting about me? And you're just living it up. This is great. You do a few donuts and everything. And Miss Guzman, unfortunately, does get hurt again. She gets something on her leg this time because of it before you finally actually get over there and pick her up.
Beep beep.
About time!
Get on in. We gotta
And
get the others.
And I jump in and I'm just like looking at her like, are you kidding me?
Let's go.
Oh, vámonos, let's go!
Skirt.
You guys begin to drive. Edie and our ministry, what are you guys doing at this time? You're going to have to fight a few more, just one more time before they get to you. You can see them coming over now at this point. You going to use your firearm again?
I'm not even going to shoot. I'm just going to activate lethal body and go for the head.
There you go. Fun.
Just going to start punching these things.
Okay. All right.
I feel like at this point, Dices has already had one shoe ruin. She takes off the other one and looks at this pair that will never be perfectly matched again and drops them and goes, "You fuckers!" And she's going to just start jumping on them and like snapping necks and shoving them, like just full brawling at this point. Just
Okay,
strength.
go ahead and do strength and brawl. And for you, Edie, go ahead and do strength and brawl. As you can see this giant go-kart coming towards you with lights.
And just the beep beep!
Beep, 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 crunching over the bodies.
Do I add my potence to that?
You can, yes. If you roused your blood for your potency, yes. Well, you have lethal body, so yes, you have potence.
3 successes.
3 successes.
2 successes.
2 successes. It doesn't take a lot to hurt them. Even so, you run up and you hit one in the head. Your fist contacts with them and it knocks it down to the ground. It knocks another one onto the ground. Again, they're flimsy. They're dead. Why do you even care at this point? This is just too crazy, and you were not paid to deal with the living dead. You hit another one off to the side, and you turn and you see your ministry friend at this point going kind of feral, just like, ah! She grabs onto one of their heads and pops it completely off the shoulder, the blood and guts coming down, now not ruining her outfit, but definitely staining the zombie. It leaves a horrible, nasty smell on your hands as you throw it on the ground. It is at this point, though, that your Ravnos friend finally makes it over. She is living her best life. Red hair flying in the wind.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Just scrambles onto the go-kart. Please, Serena, stop having so much fun.
You guys were kicking ass, though. You guys were kicking ass. Oh my god. Okay.
Let's go. Come on. I have so much more respect for you, though.
Oh my god. Okay. Get you some, girl. Get you some.
And she like very primly sits on the back of the golf cart and like crosses her legs and like flicks her hair out of her eyes and goes, so unladylike.
So unladylike. And you drive. Sweet. I'm going to need you to make 3 drive rolls, okay?
Okay.
Dexterity and drive. For the rest of you...
What are we doing?
Oh, dexterity.
I need your composure and resolve as she's driving.
Okay, fun stuff.
Actually, no. We're gonna change it up. I want your composure and your survival.
Okay.
And I'm still blood surge for this, right?
You are still your blood surge for the rest of the scene, which will be
Yay.
Beep, beep, beep.
beep, beep,
You said
beep,
we
beep.
need 3?
I need 3 rolls.
Well,
Ooh.
all have 2 successes.
2,
Oh
4,
my God.
6.
5.
Well.
Am I rolling 3 times?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay, that one was. Okay. Okay. 2 crits and 4 regular success.
All right. And for Miss Guzman?
Oh, I had 6 total. So 2 each
6
time.
All right. You are driving at top speed. Again, laughing, having the greatest time of your life, giggling, going around in circles at a few points, and everybody swerves to one side. They swerve to another side. You almost get touched by one of those Night of the Living Dead, but it is Edie that actually sees what's going on, and Miss Guzman as well. You see giant black cars. They look like tanked armor cars, and you see a man coming out in full on armor, and then you hear it, a loud pew, like a whistle, a high pitched whistle, and a flash bomb hits right next to the car as your Ravnos friend does a quick turn off to the side, almost falling completely over, and then you start hearing another and another and seeing another and another flash bombs going off, and now you see men that seem to be coming in to this area in full on SWAT looks like clothes. But you notice something, that strange symbol marked on their back. Serene, you book it to the end of the graveyard, barely. Hearing gunfires and everything behind you, you smash through those gates and everybody leans forward as they do. It almost shifts the entire car
God.
before you slam over and you turn. And as you guys begin to drive around and turn and see the graveyard, go ahead and do a wits and occult.
I got that. Shit.
2.
1 success. 4 successes.
2 success.
It looks like a normal graveyard. There's no zombies from the outside. There's no fire army people driving around. And as you whip around the corner in that golf cart driving off, you do notice something. You see, it looks like a police car with one of those black SWAT trucks and some yellow tape. And you see the woman that was there from last night standing next to Zephyr as you guys drive off.
Oh
I
no.
want to shoot him so bad, but I'm not gonna.
I'm just gonna yell,
The-
thanks for
the
not
thought is
killing
there.
me.
Don't.
We're gone. Thanks for
gone.
not killing
Rav,
me.
Thanks for not killing you. As you say that, you put your hand in your pocket and you feel a piece of paper and you see something that was in there that wasn't before. And you go to open it. As you open it, this is where we end our kindred story for the evening, with our group of kindred riding off into the distance, away from whatever was in the horrors of Oakland Hill Cemetery. And as everybody knows, I love to have a word of the day in my games and adds for extra XP. The word of the day begins with a B. Can you guess it?
We have a hint.
Banahaki.
Anu Hakim. No, I wish.
Can we get a hint?
Starts with a B. That's your hint.
Balance.
No. Good guess.
Beginning.
No. Good guess.
Boss for the cat statue?
No, but good guess.
Boredom?
Betrayal.
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 A word that is stained deeply within kindred society and runs deep within the family of the clan of death. The word of the day is betrayal. And as I leave you all on that, I hope you all enjoyed our Vampire the Masquerade story for BIPOC. It's been exciting. So, I am Sir Cuttlefish. Again, you can find me on the Ichor and Ink channel is where I do a lot of my stuff. Or on Sir Cuttlefish, I guess anywhere. But yeah, it's been great. I love doing this every year. It's for a good cause, and I always have fun. And I had a great time with these individuals at my table. So,
Howdy, darlings. I have been and will continue to be Meadow. You can find me at Howdy Love Darlin, no G, because I'm Southern as hell. It has been my privilege to be Dices this evening and one other evening prior. I hope this game has entertained. I had such a good time, and thank you so much, Sir Cuttlefish, for running for us crazy gals. It has been a fun romp. Thank you so very much.
And I am Buffy, otherwise known as Buff Barbarian Babe. You can find me as that on the socials. I had such a joy playing Beatriz Guzman, the lovely interrogator and information broker. You can find me on all the socials, Twitter, Twitch, whatever those are. But I've had such a good time playing with everybody. It has been a joy. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as I did.
I've been RJ. Well, I've been Edie Taylor, but I am usually RJ. Pronouns they, she. You can usually find me at RJ_FunTV on like TikTok and Instagram. And it's been a pleasure telling this tale of disgruntlement and shenanigans with all of you.
And I guess I'm going to end it out here. I am Sweetcoat, she, her. And I had a blast playing the sneaky Ravnos Serena. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Just cosplaying and joining other tables and things like that. It has been so much fun. Thank you so much, Cuddle.
yeah, and I think that's it. See you next year.
Bye.
Bye.